0.7 volt. Getting to the problem. In place of diode, I'll replace with a cell. And this is 2 volt. First, let me assume currents. Unbiased, no use. What will happen unbiased? Unbiased is of no use. Finish or leave it. No. First calculate I. How to calculate I? Right loop equation. So what is I is equal to 2 minus 0.7 by 4000. That is I. So 1.3 by 4 milliampere. (0.325 milliampere). Okay, this is I. Let's check the I1. So what will happen to I1? How to calculate I1? Because I know I. Now I'll write the KVL equation. Plus 2 minus 4000 into I minus 1000 into I1 equals 0. This is 0.325. Anybody value I1? This will be 1.3, no? 2 minus 1.3. Okay, we have value here. Is equal to 1000 I1. I1 is equal to 0.7 milliampere. Let me check I2 now. So from the KCL, I is equal to I1 plus I2. I is 0. What is I2? Minus of, is it minus of? Minus 325. And 0.375. I got negative. So what shall I do with this negative sign? Diode is reverse biased. Or unbiased it is. Now what shall I do with this? Diode is reverse bias, unbiased, or forward bias. At least one thing, to check it a reverse bias, forward bias, what happened? You have to say first you have to say that one diode is off. I'll put it here now. Because I2 negative, this is, and no question of here positive terminal is connected will come to this one. No? So the diode, what happened? Looking at the circuit, I say that rather than reverse bias, no, it is unbiased here. Unbiased means what? Further what will happen? Further what will happen is, let me put like this. You check the voltage now. So the drop across this is what should go here, no? 1 kilo ohm. Tell me how much of drop here? 0.5 volt. sorry, 0.4 volt. But how much needed to forward bias? 0.7. So how much of drop across the diode will come? 0.4 volt. So the potential drop across the diode is how much? 0.4 volt. But how much needed to forward bias? It is 0.7 volt is needed. So therefore the diode is unbiased. Don't say reverse biased here. So what do you mean by off? It's nothing but unbiased. It's of no use for us. Off in the sense, nothing, no current flows here. Means sir, off means reverse bias. Unbiased or reverse bias, both are same. Unbiased means no current. Reverse bias means, okay, for if you are using in any Zener diode only is used in reverse bias, no? So what shall I say now, D1? You could have done like this, huh? Instead of this current. So whenever if you get a current I2 negative, what you should do? Come and check the potential drop across the diode. It will be definitely less than the barrier potential. Because here, so from how you write 0.4 volt by potential divider formula. This one. So therefore what we can write, D1 is off only, nothing wrong. Off or unbiased. But the question was asked very intentionally. Is it reverse bias? So don't say reverse biased. Reverse bias, when it will come? When P-type of a diode connected to negative terminal and N-type connected to positive terminal. Then very specifically we say reverse biased. Practically that current will be very small, and some books they say like, okay, this current is of no use, I'll replace open circuit. I think it's all about the way he's asking question. If you see the some books now, reverse bias also they put open circuit because the what current flows in reverse bias of order of micro or nano ampere. According to the practical applications, such a small current is as if as no current. No current means open circuit. So definitely, so if you see the books now, rather than saying reverse bias, unbiased, they just say on and off. I think that's the correct terminology what they use in most of the books here. Off or unbiased, both are same. Okay, the reverse bias will come into picture when positive terminal connected to negative, P-type is connected to negative terminal of a diode. Abhishek Nala, whatever you want, you cannot think KCL, KVL is there. I don't know, like, since, okay, sir is responding means doesn't mean that whatever you are asking all things which are of, you just think over the questions, what you are asking, the way. There's some method and that method you don't want to follow and just you keep on inputting things. I'm not scolding you, but at least minimum thing, no, like minimum things are there that you should follow the basic rules. Okay, no, that reverse bias, unbiased, because I just wanted to give clarity here. Better say unbiased or off. Okay, now let's come to the next part of the question. I'll shift it down. Read the question. No? I think similar approach. Check the diode is forward bias, reverse bias, unbiased. Again, the similar approach. Current high. Okay, get all these things. Ten minus 0.7 by 50. 9.3 by 50. Similarly, calculate I1. 10 minus 50I. Calculate I1. Then apply KCL. Then check it I2. If you get I2 positive, okay, diode is forward biased. If you get I2 negative, it is unbiased or off. So we never ask something in books. If you, I think in exam definitely will follow the rule. What is that? Diode is on or off. That is the only thing. Nobody will test you to asking this one here. So I'll just remove this. Calculate, check the diode is on or off. This will be the type of questions what you can expect in mains. Previous problem, just I wanted to give clarity of that unbiased and reverse biased. Anybody value I2?
0.036.
0.046.
0.04, huh?
46, sir.
46, 46 milliampere. What we should say? Diode is off. Diode is on. Just I think some method, no, nothing to do. Sir, I don't know depletion layer. Sir, I don't know p-type, n-type. Anything needed? Nothing, no. The numericals are nothing to do with theory what we discussed. Just forward bias, reverse bias, small idea. I'm slowly increasing the level of problems.